Let's start second part from the lesson The Sound of Music, part 2, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. In this lesson, um, where we learn about Bismillah Khan's as well as the origin of Shehnai, it was Bismillah Khan who popularized this instrument and took it to the world stage. He broke the myth of Shehnai not being capable to create independent tunes, and he came from a family of musicians. So let's start the lesson. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound because the pungi instrument pungi is having very unpleasant sound. That's why Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of that musical instrument called pungi. Became the generic name for the reeded noisemakers for that thought that it would one day be revived. A barber of the family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. When he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. What is the generic name? Name means a name given to a class or a group as a whole. And reeded is where in the instrument when wind blows means wind instruments which is to be blowed inside the pipe and the sound produced. So here a barber of the family professional musician who had access to the royal palace, and what they decided to improve the quality, to improve the quality of the tonal quality of the pungi. So he chose a pipe of a natural hollow and that is longer and broader than pungi, and they made some 7 holes on the body of the pipe and played, and it is closing and opening by closing and opening some of these holes that produce soft and melodious sound. He played the instrument before royalty and everyone was impressed. The instrument so different from the pungi that had to be given a new name. As the story goes, since it was first played in the Shah's chamber and was played by Nai, that is barber, the instrument was named the Shehnai. Here, he played that instrument before the royalty in the kingdom, and everyone was impressed by the sound. The instrument is so different from pungi, and that is a name to be given a new name for that instrument. And that was first played in the Shah's chamber and played by Nai. Nai means barber, and the instrument was named as Shehnai. The sound of the Shehnai began to be considered auspicious, and for this reason, it is still played in temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. In the past, the Shehnai was part of the Naubat or traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found at royal court. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. So here the sound of the Shehnai began to be considered very auspicious. For that reason, still played in the temples and North Indian weddings too. And in the past, Shehnai was a part of Naubat, that is a traditionally played instrument for 9 instruments in the royal court. And from the 9 instruments, Shehnai is one of the instrument in that. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to only to Ustad Bismillah Khan. As five As a 5-year-old, Bismillah Khan played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient state of Damraun in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Bihariji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg as a prize given by local Maharaja. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has traveled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. As a 5-year-old, what Bismillah Khan played? Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda. You know what is Gilli Danda? one small piece of wood, just that is to be hit by a long danda. And then he would regularly go to nearby Bihariji temple to sing Bhojpuri Chaita and to earn that big laddu weighing 1.25 kgs, a prize given by local Maharaja. And this happened near about 80 years ago. And that little boy had traveled far to earn that highest civilian award in India, that is Bharat Ratna. Born on 21 March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather Rasul Bakhsh Khan was the Shahnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur King's Court. His father Paigambar Bakhsh and other paternal ancestors were also great Shahnai player. All the means paternal ancestors means ancestors of the father. So 21, born on 21 March 1916. Bismillah belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. They belongs from Bihar. His father name is Rasul Bakhsh Khan, was the Shahnai Nawaz of Bhojpuri King's Court, and his father means Bismillah Khan's grandfather Paigambar Bakhsh and the other paternal ancestors were also a great Shahnai player from his family. The young boy took to music early in life at the age of 3 when his mother took him to maternal uncle's house in Banaras. Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncles practice the Shahnai. When they are practicing Shahnai, Bismillah was very eager to watch them at the age of 3. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Bakhsh to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Bakhsh was employed to play the Shahnai. Bakhsh means his uncle was employed there to play the Shahnai in where? In temple. Banaras temple. Ali Bakhsh would play the Shahnai and Bismillah would sit captivated for hour on end. On end means for a very long time without stopping. He just watch him when they are playing that Shahnai. And then slowly he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maiya and the banks of the Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite homes where he could practice in solitude. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the Shahnai. And that means for years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maiya and the bank of the river where they are practicing his favorite places, and he could practice in solitude. Lonely, they are sitting there and practicing for hours. The flowing waters of the Ganga inspired him to invent ragas and were considered to be beyond the range of the Shahnai. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayyaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." With the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came Bismillah's first break. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle's music conference, and at the end of this, his recital, he just patted Ustad Fayyaz Khan, his uncle, patted his boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it, and you will get succeed in it." With the opening of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, when it opened, the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, Bismillah, that is a big break to Bismillah Khan, and he soon became an often heard Shahnai player on radio. When India gained independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shahnai. When we gained the independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with the Shahnai, with that music. He poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who later gave his famous Tryst with Destiny speech. And then he poured his heart out into Rag Kafi from the Red Fort, that is to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru too, and who later gave his speech Triced with Destiny. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan. His first trip was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by Maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenir. Souvenir means the things given in memory of the place, person, or event. The king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival, and he named a film after the instrument called Gunj Uthi Shehnai. That's the name of the play, Gunj Uthi Shehnai, in which Bismillah played the Shehnai. Film was a hit, and one of the Bismillah Khan's composition, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. And that is a chartbuster. Chartbuster means record breaker. And despite this huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two: Vijay Bhatt's Gunjuti Shenai and Vikram Srinivas Kannad venture, that is Sanadhi Apanna. I just can't came to term with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. Means these two chartbusters are there in the film that goes hit. And after that, awards and recognition came thick and fast. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform a prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. Now, award and recognition, now it is very fast coming to Bismillah Khan, and he became the first Indian to be invited to perform at a prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America, and he also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he became internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him. The auditorium was named after him, after the name of Bismillah Khan, Tahar Moziki Ustad Bismillah Khan. That is the name of the auditorium, that is internationally that an auditorium. Now he became international, so well known, and the auditorium in Tehran was named after him. National awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. Now he usually an award, or we can say a degree that he got. National awards like Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan were conferred now. He is having number of national awards. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna Award, with the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness. He said, "All I would like to say is teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." So in 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded the highest civilian award, and by having this award, he just say give a line in a rare happiness, and his eyes were glinting. What he said, all I would like to say that teach your children music, because this is Hindustan's richest music. Even the West is now coming to learn our music. In spite of having traveled all over the world, Khan Saab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Damrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there, but Khan Sahib asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. So, in spite of having traveled all over the world, what he Khan Sahib is very fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Damrao, and they remain for him. These are the most wonderful towns of the world for him. A student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in USA. He wanted to open a Shehnai school in USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras there in USA by replicating temples there. But Khan Sahib asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well there, because that is also he want river Ganga there. And later he is remembered to have said, that is why whenever I am in a foreign country I keep yearning to see Hindustan. He is very eager to see our Hindustan, while in Mumbai I think of only Banaras, and in Mumbai he think only Banaras and Holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique matha of Dum Round. And in Banaras, what he missed the unique matha of Dum Round. Um, and after that, Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. And here, that is about, we can say, Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, that one can effortlessly accept that thing. The Muslim like him can very devout Muslim like him very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. And here some dialogues are given. Shekhar Gupta, when partition happened, didn't you and your family think of moving to Pakistan? And what Bismillah Khan said, God forbid me. Leave Banaras? Never. I went to Pakistan once. I crossed the border just to say I have been to Pakistan. I was there for about an hour and I said namaskar to the Pakistanis and salam alaikum to the Indians. I had a good laugh then. So here it is the lesson based on Bismillah Khan, that is very we can say very good lesson about the information about the Bismillah Khan. Ustad Bismillah Khan passed away on 21 August 2006 at the age of 90 after a prolonged illness, and he was given a state funeral and the government of India declared one day of national mourning. So this is about Bismillah Khan. So maybe this explanation may help you guys, and thank you for supporting. Like, share and subscribe me. Thank you.